Yo, 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 what is up? I'm Kuma Akemi, and this is definitely not my typical video, obviously. I'm still having issues with my editor, so this is going to be pretty rough, but I still wanted to put something up, and if it's a short enough video, I can still manage it. So I'm going to put this one out while I still try and struggle with my episode reactions on a different platform. But I wanted to share kind of a wish list I have that is for season 2 of the live action. And it's going to have like minor spoilers for like casting news as well as what is in the trailer. And then also theory crafting based off of my knowledge of the anime, which is capped at episode 555, which is where I've currently stuck myself here. So I'll try to keep any like anime knowledge to like a minimum in my theory crafting, and if I do it, it's based off of the anime and in like, you know, what I'm expecting to see in the live action. But I'm just warning y'all, so I don't want to spoil you if you're pure of heart. And I have my notes here, so that's why. But I have it split up, and yeah, that's my sister's dog. You might not recognize him, but that's Toby. All right. I have this split up a little bit, so I've got it in like, I know I'll see this versus I want to see this. And so I know I see this. I'm going to start with like what I've seen in the, like characters I've seen in the trailer. And then it's going to bleed into like casting images that I've seen. And I don't think I've actually even seen everybody who's been cast for season 2, but I saw the first like one or two waves of announcements like that had to do with like Baroque works and whatnot. So I know we'll see, based off the trailer, Brogy and Alvida and Smoker and Tashigi and Crocus. Well, no, actually, no, not Crocus. He's on my, I'm pretty sure because I know of the casting that they cast for Crocus. And Vivi and Laboon. Now, what we haven't seen yet, Crocus, King Cobra. I'm pretty sure they cast for King Cobra. Igram, I don't think we've seen him, but I'm pretty sure they cast for him. Also, Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Week, I think is her name, the girl who paints stuff, as well as Dory, I think is the other giant, and also Crocodile. Yeah, man, I'm having pronunciation issues. All right, so I think those like that covers the folks that I'm pretty sure we're gonna see, even if we haven't seen them yet. And then locations, I know we're gonna get Logtown, Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, and Little Garden. We haven't seen yet, but I know because of obviously the including Chopper, we're gonna have Drum Island, and so I'm pretty sure that's gonna be all the locations for this coming season. And did I say Reverse Mountain? I did get Reverse Mountain, but I'll include Laboon in that spot because technically I think there's like a lighthouse or something. Oh well. Now for characters I want to see, but I don't know if they've been cast because they're not in the trailer and maybe it was later on. I really want to see Ace because he's technically, you know, not going to really pop up until Alabasta, but we know at the end of the Drum Island anime arc, he shows up for the first time wearing black and having like a black hat instead of his regular getup, and he's looking for Luffy, and he tells somebody to tell Luffy he'll be in Alabasta. So I want to have Ace. Maybe we'll have him like as a bookend, kind of like Smoker was at the end of season 1. Also, because we know that they have casts for King Cobra, and even though King Cobra isn't this early on in the series in the anime, there is technically a moment where we see his face, and it's when we're introduced to Mr. 2 and Bonchan, and he's going through everybody's faces. And I don't think they've cast for Bonchan, or maybe they have now, and I don't know about it. But I would love if they actually have Mr. 2 in the season 2, and we can see King Cobra that way. But I also feel like we might also just see King Cobra in like a flashback of Vivi's. But I'm being hopeful because I love Bonchan, and the sooner I get him in live action, the more, like, the sooner my life will be complete. uh, Also, I want to see Big Daddy. I know I gave him such grief for that name in the anime, but Usopp needs a moment to shine, and if they don't have Big Daddy himself, they need to give Usopp a moment in Logtown where he can use his sniper skills to like the extreme and to prove how awesome he is. And there's something I've noticed in the live action versus the anime. I think is they made him braver in the anime. I think because no, sorry, in reverse, they made him braver in the live action. And I mean this because in the anime, there's a point in Arlong Park where he just books it and starts running. And it's similar in the live action. You see, he turns and runs. But the difference is drastic because in the live action, he's doing it because he needs to make distance and be able to shoot at the guy. And that's like constantly like he's trying to do it the whole time. You even see him. He tries to turn around and shoot the guy. But in the anime, it becomes apparent Usopp is ready to ditch everybody, rub dirt all over himself, and pretend that he did what he did, and then he survived, and he tried his best, and that's the end. And it's a huge difference, I think, because, like, Usopp learned in Syrup Village in the anime, in essence, to get a backbone and to go back and not Syrup Village, sorry, in Arlong Park in the anime, he learned to like get a backbone essentially. And in the live action, I think he is more confident, and because he's more confident, I think we need to challenge him more and to have him prove himself because he hasn't proven himself in the live action to the extent that he had in the anime. I feel like I'm rambling now, but in essence, I need a Big Daddy moment, or at least Usopp proving how awesome he is with his sniper skills. So I need that. Also, I want to see the Unluckies, and I don't know how bold they are going to be with them, but I want to test the water, much like I was telling my friends long before they showed anything for season 2 or even told what they were going to do. I was like, if they have giants, then that's them taking a giant, no pun intended, but leap of faith, like trying to prove that they can do something grand with One Piece. And One Piece is a grand series. So now that I know that they have, giants, anything in that realm is possible, but I want to know how hardcore they'll get with the characters being hardcore, because like Sanji straight up murders those two animals in the most horrific way, but it's so funny. And I don't know if they don't have it, I will be disappointed. If they have some nod to it in some way, I might be okay with it and, forgive them or something, but I really want to have the Unluckies. And then bringing it back around to Logtown again, because I forgot Dragon. I think might have been cast, but I actually don't know what the casting is for that because I haven't seen a picture. But I may have seen people like talking about like, oh, something, Dragon being in there, and I don't know if that's 100% if that's just them dreaming, but I want to see Dragon show up and help Luffy in Logtown because that was pretty epic. I mean, even looking back on it now, it's just like I remember in that moment, it's like, oh no, Luffy's in trouble. Like his whole crew ran off, they're trying to get to the ship, and he can't hit Smoker. He's boned. And he gets thrown to the ground, and then this dude comes out of nowhere with a robe, and he's like, yeah, think against Smoker, he's gonna get away, like, oh god, I love that. So yeah, I want that. And now that we've moved past the characters and what I want for them, I also am really looking forward to specific moments. I brought up Usopp previously, but I also want Zoro versus Luffy to make sense. I don't know how they're going to do it with Whiskey Peak. I would be disappointed if they don't have some sort of issue, because I really do think that That's the first time that you learn how serious Luffy is about food and meat. And I know it sounds stupid and like out of context, or maybe even in context, people think that he took things too far. But like, Luffy is a very simple person. And up until that point, literally, anybody who's given him food has been a good person. And it just blows his mind with the concept that he could have been deceived in that way. And I want there to be some confusion. I don't necessarily need him and Zoro to flat out try to fight and then have Nami step in and smack sense into them. But I want something. Like, I felt that that was a very important character moment because the crew is still new, and Zoro took great offense to the whole, like, are you serious? Are you that dumb? Do you think I really would just kill all these people just because? But yeah, so I want that. Also, if we're going to have Little Garden, we need to have the goldfish, the giant goldfish at the end. It has to be sliced in half, and Elbath has to be the promise that Usopp makes to the giants, right? He's got to be like, I'm going to go and become a great warrior, and then I'm going to go to your island one day, you know? Like, because that's such a huge part of Usopp, and just, like, giving him that confidence boost that he needs, that he kind of taps into later when he's Soccer King. What else? I think. Oh, and then also, if we're still on Little Garden, I need that dino hunting competition. Just like I'm saying it will break my heart if we don't have it. And I don't know. I mean, are they gonna? They are giving us dinosaurs. They better give us. Oh no, they're giving us giants, so they better give us dinosaurs. Is what I'm trying to say here. So that's my wish list. I think through all of this, I don't know how many more casting releases or maybe sneak peek things show up. Oh, I forgot one location actually that I didn't write down that I know that they're filming, because of one thing that I saw, like a picture. There's people who've been like trying to take pictures of like their filming locations from a great distance, right? And so before the trailer even came out, I knew that there was going to be Reverse Mountain because someone got a picture of the Mary tilted. And they're like, oh, wow, well, they're obviously going to be filming that. But similarly, somebody got a picture of a mountain face. And so I know they're going to do the climb, but I don't know to what extent. And just like I want them to push the limits with the giants and, whatever else they could possibly come out with later in the future, I want this climb to be an epic climb. Like, somehow show Luffy carrying Sanji with his teeth and Nami on his back. Like, I want all of it. So I'm really excited for that. And I hope this video, makes it online, and that, maybe somebody enjoys it. And share what you want to see down below. If there's, casting information that, like, fills in some holes for me. I mean, I don't know if I would consider that spoilage since I already know other casting information. So I suppose if you want to, give an affirmative to one or the other things that I'm wondering about, that's totally cool. But yeah, other than that, I haven't seen like behind the scenes things that other folks have been doing. I've seen like, it's so hard for me to tell what is like AI nowadays and what isn't. So I see like thumbnails and I just scroll past them super fast because I don't want to know. Like, even before there was a trailer for season 1 of the live action, there were AI live action trailers. So whatever. I'm gonna cut this off here, but thanks for listening to me ramble. I hope I can get my reactions up soon. Y'all are really awesome. Until the next time, I bid y'all adieu.